Affinity Xtra, Be Extra.
But she's coming over still, and what I want to do is understand, get people to understand the efforts that people do and what's going on now. Now, I must admit, Zara's been doing this a bit more longer than the rest of us, and that's celebrating gospel hip hop of black origin. So, but Zara, like, I'm looking back, bro. Yeah, I really am looking back, and I'm looking back to dare I say gospel renaissance days, and not dare I say it, man, great days, great days.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Great days, and when exactly did the street? I always get this wrong. StreetFlava, isn't it?
Yeah, StreetFlava.
Why do I always get mixed up with that one? StreetFlava.
Now the show StreetFlava, because the format in which I do it has never ever changed.
All right, cool. I think you might have to turn down the music a little bit, so.
Yeah. I feel like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And what I've always done.
Yeah.
You know what? Before I go to one of the things that annoyed me about listening to DJs, whether it be on regular station or pirate station, a lot of the urban DJs done exactly the same thing. They play 4, 5, 6 tracks and then talk, and they might tell you what the last 2 was, and you like the first 3, and like you don't know who they are. And I thought, you know what?
Yeah,
I'll never do that. But at the same time as well, I wanted to, because of work-life balance, which has kind of never changed. I've only ever done an hour a week on any network. So I thought I need to get the maximum amount of tunes in. I've never done interviews. I just mix back to back.
Yeah, man.
And then I tell everybody, I just drop the volume in the mix, tell you who the artist is, and back in the day, say who the artists were, where you could get them. You know, a bus shop.
The bus shop, man. CD,
sometimes
CD, baby.
Bus shop, and sometimes it was Bandcamp. I say who you are, what is it called, where to get it. Nowadays, I don't bother to say where to get it, because everything.
You gotta talk.
Everything is on everything. You know what I mean? Literally every single track is on Spotify and Amazon and iTunes. So I just say who you are, and that format's never changed. And it used to be called the God Core Holy Hip Hop Show, and I used to send it off to a couple of people.
That's what I'm saying, because I remember that's what I'm saying. Sorry, guys, I go slightly way back with Zoe, yeah? Go back, it's about 20 years anyway. So, but anyway, what I'm saying, but so I remember that phrase that you see,
the God Core Holy Hip Hop Show.
I won't talk about moon fruits here today.
I'm only guessing here. I think I'm talking something like 2002. I think 2003. It goes back to, and then. Myself, Shekinah, and Proclaimer hooked up with Cross Rhythms. Again, I can't even remember the years when that happened. This was big, massive guess here, 2005, 6-ish, that kind of thing. And the manager there, I actually agreed with him. He says, it sounds a bit too churchy. I want mans who's not Christians to tune in, and they're like, wow, this is gospel. He said, you need to drop that name, God Core Holy Hip Hop Show.
Okay, cool.
I actually agreed with him. So the format never changed. So the show was the same show, but then it got renamed when I joined the Cross Rhythms to StreetFlava. So StreetFlava has been a product going back to early 2000s.
Okay, cool. So early 2000s, for goodness sake. What number are you on now? Was it 7?
Well, I had to go back to number 1 when I started it as StreetFlava, even though there was a whole heap of gone before. And I'm just about to record. In fact, I can stroll through my thing here, because this will have the last one I've done on my Serato, on my Windows computer.
Guys, you can see when his MacBook after episode 400.
So this week I'll be recording 755.
Oh, bro, listen, bro. I know, bro. That and I think a reason why I have to really point this out, and I say it to everybody, like the energy it takes, in much as it's a blessing, as I would say, when you're doing a show and you're playing the music, you get boost from it, yeah. But I do feel that there is a bit of a lack of understanding, and I remember when I talk to young DJs, but they actually don't want to do shows unless you pay them for that time. You know what I mean? Sorry if I expose you guys, yeah? But, but the time it's taken, the hours that it's taken to do these shows. Just say for word speaking, guys, you know what I mean? Let's just calculate this up. If a show takes 1 hour to do, to produce, another 2 hours on top and stuff like that, so do your social media stuff, share it out, make sure it's taking you at least 4 hours a week. So 4 times, you know, so you took about 5 hours, 6 hours. But okay, let's just make it easy for my calculations. 5 hours, yeah. Looking at 5 hours, guys. Yeah, you're talking about Zara's already clocked at least. 5 times, bro. That's a good strong 4,000 hours, if not more. That's a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I think that, you know. And that's voluntary work.
It is 100% from day one till now.
Voluntary, and it's
100% voluntary work.
And the thing is, the energy that I see, like the presenters that we all put on our individual shows, it's not just Zaro, it's everybody there, but Zaro's probably the one who's done a show. Whoever's, you know, you got also Proclaim, he's been doing a show for a good number of years as well. I think ran about a couple of years after, even more used. Because he hooked up with Carl, it's like yourself, and she kind of moved forward with it and carried on doing your shows, which is hard work. Boy, it's even hard in the Caribbean music market. I don't know how them do it these days, bro. Yo, you know what I'm saying? One quality control is has to get out. You know what I mean? If we can make it on dub plates in that saga right now. But the thing is, you know, I'm just looking at the power play, the amount of power plays there. And I don't know when it back to back. I kind of is it back to back? You call it? Is the back to back element in your show?
I call it back to back in the mix, but the going to this actual power play, all the tracks I played today, they're called actually as it is on the can. A DJ Zorro StreetFlava power play, and basically a power plays I'll get loads and loads and loads of tracks every week, and every now and again one jumps out at me and say, "Whoa, I love this track, man!" Because to be quite honest, so many tracks, and it's a crying shame because of, you know, doing this as a part-time ministry. Most tracks I get, and so many of them I absolutely love, I only get to play once because they're simply. As far as gospel hip-hop, they're putting out more music than probably anybody else in the industry.
Yeah,
people don't even realise this. Yeah. So, again, if I was doing a show daily, then I could rotate tracks on a regular. But because I'm only doing a show weekly, most of the tracks I get to play once. But every now and again, I get a track and I love it so much. I say I'm going to put it as a DJ's Art StreetFlava power play, which means I play it for a minimum of 4 weeks in consecutive shows. Quite often they get into 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. Like the one from Mr. and Mrs. Taylor, which is the one I think I've just come out of that one now. Cool. Switched over to the D Shy, which is playing in the background now.
Okay, cool, yeah.
But that got about 6, 7, 8 weeks because I loved it so much. But that's basically what it is. Minimum of 4 weeks back to back because I love the tune.
Big up for that. I think that's really brave and cool. I just play the tunes that I like. But straight up, you can tell I'm just like a dude that goes on the station and rants. But you know, 100%. I think that. We need to kind of like, guys, you know, big up the gospel artists, but also the gospel artists need to big up a crazy lot of presenters. There's Mellows, there's so many DJs on our station. We go through that with Nedlocks, which comes in later, and big everybody up still and whatsoever there still, you know. But it's absolutely crazy, man. Just listening to music there, it's just a total different rap show. So what I do on my day, I get to listen to DJ Zaro's replay. He's just before mine, so I'll kind of listening to Zaro saying, "What can we teeth today?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But sometimes it's like one of them days you're like going, "Oh my days, they should stick out like a sore thumb in one of my shows," because it's proper boom bap 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 bap, and when you press boom bap 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 on my show, it's like okay, next to no big deal. It's just like it's like two different worlds, man. Oh no, not Clyde and all them guys there still, you know. So definitely it's a different vibe, and it shows you the depth of hip hop and what hip hop's come like. Now talking about hip hop, bro, yeah, UK rap. I know we mentioned this many times right now, and I have got a bit of a concern about it. You know, and I want to kind of ask you about this concern for me. Is my concern with UK rap is the fact that UK gospel rap. When I say the word rap, because it includes hip hop and it includes drill and it includes grime. I know everybody, and that's one thing that annoys me as well. It's like rap in the UK, everyone wants to separate themselves from each kind of like generation of rap form, if you know what I mean. So you've got do you see in America the young kids take them, divide themselves away from Kanye West? No, they'll associate themselves with a veteran like Kanye West, associate themselves to Jay-Z's of the world and whatsoever. Now, we look in the gospel world, you can say that there's a bit of that when it comes to that in America. They're kind of dissociating themselves with ambassador and stuff. But the thing is, they have they do still keep in the network, and things like Urban D has always kept that network going in the US. Now in the UK, the real harsh reality is, and something that I've spoken to Wisdom about, who's part of the Green Jade, is that there's a massive disconnect for me between the traditional rap style that rose in the UK when we was coming through in the early 2000s, late 90s, you know what I'm saying? And for me, we get to here now, and you got the drill youths, then you got the grime youths, and then you've got the UK rap youths going into I would say traditional form of rap, which is sounding like American. But we look at them guys, but they're just so separated within a small genre. And I feel that if we ever united, it's like the oldies are called, like, like the guys like Pressure J and A-Star. They're like the old men of the scene, you know what I mean? And they're not that old compared to me anyway, yeah? But the youngers, I'm not saying to disrespect them, you know what I mean? But it just seems to be a different energy in each cycle. And you're like, why are we starting again I feel like we're starting again every single time. And guys, I'm not here to be hypercritical. I'm just here to give an analytical, analyze it from a different perspective, have a look at what you're doing, and listen. And means we're seeing generations of rap. We're seeing rap birth in gospel rap in the UK, yeah. And everybody just got these many lanes, and we're still not going. We still not going. We need to go to. I don't know if that's me feeling like, oh, you could have a different perspective, bro. But that's what I'm feeling.
I think the problem's bigger than rap, to be quite honest.
Oh,
because,
wow.
Back at the massive improvement I have seen in gospel music was with the live musicians. Because when I grew up as a child in Prophecy, when you saw a Prophecy group, it was only Prophecy musicians.
Yeah.
And a New Testament group was only New Testament musicians.
Yeah.
Seventh-day Adventists, so on and so forth. And then they sorted themselves out, and you're seeing a mix-up of denominations all collaborating together on the live scene. Now, I agree entirely what you're saying with the hip-hop, but across the people who I would say are more studio producers, they go live, but I'm saying they're more studio productions. There is a massive divide that there's London and the rest, which is a real shame, because the collaboration nowadays, as I said, when I'm doing my show live, I like to say this track, sometimes I say it's featuring an artist if it's got a couple of artists. Sometimes I can't even say who the featured artists are, because they're from, there's so many of them. There could be tracks with 5, 6, 7 artists. I mean, DJ Lost and Found has put out an album and he's probably got in the region of 30 plus featured artists on there. It's ridiculous. And they're from different states, different like associations, if you like, labels, cliques, whatever you want to call it. And look at the size of America, then look at England, tiny little England. We need to do better.
Wow.
We really need to do better, because we need to go out the way. This is the artists, this is the DJs. We have to go out the way to find music from artists, no matter which part of either US or UK or wherever they're from. But it doesn't appear to me that the artists are doing that. It's like, we're the London drill artists, and they are collaborating. The artists are collaborating, but it's still appears to be a very closed network. It's London and your genre, and then everybody else.
South London, North London.
We need to break that, man. Because united we stand.
And the joke is, guys, and this is where my challenge is, and this is when Roadman will look at this. If you bring that Roadman mentality, the gangs mentality, into the area, so everyone sticks to their postcode. That's what's literally happening within gospel hip hop, and we need to. And it's been happening from back in the day, bro. When we was doing our productions and stuff, I've seen it before in the Birmingham, out, in whatever. have these little clans that we can't. I'm not saying we cannot have our groups of our best buddies that we work with, but we don't go outside the postcode region. You know what I mean? We don't go outside that zone, and we build up that collective, and we don't support the other collectives. It just needs to change, guys. You know what I'm saying? But but this is what we try to do on this station. We will. People could say we could be the moaning dads, but we have to show us, guys. We're the ones who gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you don't listen to us, if you don't listen to your dad, you know what I mean. We dads used to say to us, if you don't listen, you'll feel. But we actually genuinely care, yeah, about the development of this, because, guys, myself and Zoe got young sons. And we want our young sons to be proud of listening to gospel music, and they're more into UK rap than ever now. You know what I mean? The next generation, and we need you guys to actually reflect Christ, not only from your mouth but also in your actions. Yeah, I'm not saying your actions are all bad. You're chasing 50,000 girls. We're not saying that, but we want to see action, kingdom mentality. We see churches and pastors talk about, this is the kingdom church of God, but we don't allow you to go to other churches. You know what I'm saying? We've seen them with the kingdom hall, just come to this place. You know what I mean? Kingdom hall, side Jehovah's Witnesses kind of expose you there. But you know what I mean? But you can't go anywhere because you're gonna end up not getting to heaven. But anyway, let's not go there. We're not gonna touch Jehovah's Witnesses anyway. So big you up, man. You're on the streets there preaching the gospel. No, I don't know what gospel they're preaching. But anyway, I'll get myself from Joe Boy out here. So yeah, JWs, this is how we do it, man. We're gonna W there. But anyway, that's where I'm at anyway. Still, yeah. When it comes to that stuff, man, we're gonna go into. I'm gonna get hard to be a bit more flexible, but I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. I don't know if you got anything to comment on what I'm saying, man. Still, yeah. Or does the church say amen?
You've literally
okay.
You've said it all, to be quite honest. We just need to, as I says, the old saying, united we stand. As simple as that. United we stand. And if we collaborate more, people will see more love, and by the fruits you'll know us. Simple things. Yeah, man. Now, 100%, guys. And listen, guys, we're here trying to back you guys up and do this, man. So, as I'll be hopefully calling Nadia in, because she said she's gonna be finishing off her show in a bit. So she's only around the corner still from her show. She's 10 minutes away, so she'll be finishing in a few minutes, and so she'll be heading over, breaking down her little deck, and and coming through anyway. So yeah, but so what you want to go to? You want to go into some church folk music? Yeah, you know what? Let me do something. People probably don't book me, because they think I just play hip hop, but it's gonna prove it now. It's gonna prove it. I play everything. I play, to be quite honest, most of the latest gigs I've been doing, like as in live, people booking me, is like, oh, can you do my granddad's 80th birthday? I can't play hip hop there. Come on. So I'm doing the church choruses and the reggae and the calypso, and I'm not doing that today. But Mad luck to me. But I can do that for hours. I can do that. I can do as much as I can do hip hop for 5 hours. I can do that stuff for 5 hours. Trust me. But people who see me live will know that, and people who don't wouldn't. And then the thing. But what I'm gonna do, if I can just scroll through to I haven't been at live for ages, so these folders haven't been opened up in ages. So I'm just gonna look through and find my R&B folder. I'm gonna go.
What's going on, people? I'm DJ H. Make sure you check out all the stuff Affinity Xtra's got going on, man. We've got loads of content, loads of things coming out. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Listen. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe is the main thing. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like it, and share it with your brethren. Yeah.